What's up, guys? This is the Vinyl Casket. I am Nick. This is your home to the lamest taste. A little late on this, but I'm going to be doing a review on the Eternals. I watched it last week, let it sit a little bit to really form an opinion on this film and what I want to talk about. Do me a huge favor and please, here on Twitch at Vinyl Casket, please subscribe and follow. On YouTube, subscribe, follow, like, comment, hit the bell, you know the whole spiel, at the Vinyl Casket, and follow my Instagrams at Vinyl Casket and Vinyl Casket Comics. Make sure to check out the new video series I'm doing on YouTube with Manny Reads Comics and Omni City Comics on Instagram and YouTube, where we talk about our weekly roundup of our top 3 comic books, disappointments of the week, and our favorite covers. With that being said, this is my Eternals review. I'm very late. This is a Marvel Studios, a Marvel Cinematic Universe movie, which is in the same universe as all the other ones that have been coming out over the last 10 plus years. If you don't know, I grew up on Marvel, loving Marvel, reading Marvel. I love it. This movie is so weird in concept to me, being that they did the Guardians of the Galaxy thing again. They took a section of the Marvel universe where they have a comic following, like a small comic following. People read Guardians, people read Eternals, people grew up reading those books and liking those books. But outside of the comic fan base, those names, those characters, those teams, those connected universes were basically unheard of. No one knew who they were. Like, even I, as a more than casual reader growing up and a casual reader while entering my early adulthood, I knew who Groot was. I knew what Rocket Raccoon was. You know, I knew of these characters, but I'd never read it. So Marvel Studios has already done this once, where they've taken a property which is like a very underground comic property and said, hey, we're gonna redo this and put it out here and it's gonna sell. And it worked with Guardians. Guardians 2 is great. Guardians is great. Those characters in big crossover movies are awesome, and now their comics sell, their games sell, all sorts of stuff. But with this was a little bit weirder for me because I feel like this is a bigger grab, and I feel like it wasn't just, hey, let's see if we can popularize this very niche team to add another team, and then we can, market off of it and sell toys. This was more, hey, let's do this because we did it with Guardians, but let's do this so that we can really expand the Marvel Universe. And I thought that was cool. I thought that was really cool. But what's making me question and be concerned with this movie is how much money and time and focus and effort they put into this film to make it that. It makes me question, like, what the heck? Like, this is, like, cinematically, this film, fantastic, amazing. It's film-wise, edit, shot selection, quality of those scenes, it's a top 5 MCU film. Up there with the recently released No Way Home. Those 2 films looked gorgeous. The cast of characters, the actor selection here is outstanding. You have Richard Madden from Game of Thrones. You have Angelina Jolie, who is, I would say, one of the most famous actresses that I can think of, growing up with her as Tomb Raider and Mr. and Mrs. Smith and all sorts of stuff. That's incredible. I can't say her name, but Salma Hayek. I know her from Dogma, Jay and Silent Bob movies from Kevin Smith. Kit Harington from Game of Thrones, introducing a whole nother divergent path. You have the names. I can't think of his name, but he's from Silicon Valley is where I really got familiar with him, but he's also a really good comedian. Just so many actors and actresses that so many. It was really good. It was overall, as a movie, as a film, it was great. I would give it probably out of 5. I would give it like a 3.5, 4. But as a Marvel movie, it felt kind of boring because I don't think I'm a fan of the Eternals as a story, as a plot, as characters. I don't think I find them fascinating. I've tried to read them in the past when I was younger and just never really got into it. The film itself, though, was entertaining, was fun. It was different. I liked the action scenes. But it felt weird. It felt like it was missing that normal Marvel Cinematic spark, that like corniness, that realism. Like this felt like I was watching a really good film, like a really good movie that is fantasy, obviously. But the Marvel movies, the humor, the realism in the characters makes you feel like this is something that could be, I don't know. There's some more connectivity to it. This was really good, but I still feel like after thinking about it for like a week, like something felt missing. Something felt off, but it felt good. I liked the whole cast of characters, the way they showed the powers, the costumes, everything. I thought the plot was pretty good to set them up, and to lead into a sequel. I thought it was really well done, really well thought out, and I really enjoyed it. Kit Harington, leaning towards being the Black Knight, really cool. The introduction of Harry Styles as Eros, who is Star Fox, who is the brother of Thanos. Little weird that they would do this after Thanos was being done, that this guy from Titan never decided to come, hey, let's save the universe. Or are they going to explain that? I don't know. Little questionable to me, because in the comics, obviously Star Fox and Marvel and Quasar are like big players in the whole Infinity War, Infinity Gauntlet. Like they're massive players. So to see him introduced after that whole event, just like to see some of these like OG Avengers be introduced after the OG formation, always felt weird to me. But I enjoyed it. It was a good film. It looks beautiful. It's fun. It doesn't feel like any other Marvel film yet. It doesn't rely on comedy. It pretty much relies on like a solid story and really good visuals and some solid acting. But there's something, the last fight scene's really good. I'll give it that. It's really good. I enjoyed that. And the references to the other things going on in the Marvel Universe was really cool. So I know this kind of sounds like I'm trying to talk shit on it, but I'm just trying to explain that this film, I don't know, there's something missing. And I feel like if it had that thing that was missing, it would be higher up on my list of Marvel movies. This is towards the bottom, but its problem is they haven't made a bad movie. They haven't made a bad movie, in my opinion. People say that Thor: The Dark World is bad. I love Thor: The Dark World. I thought it was great. I love Ant-Man. I love Ant-Man and Wasp. I love all the smaller films are some of my favorites. Yeah, that's really all I got. Solid movie. Definitely check it out. I'm gonna give it a 3.5 out of 5. I'm gonna suggest definitely watch it now that it's on Disney Plus. It came out at the tail end of 2021. Yeah, it's a really good addition. It really establishes stuff, and I can't wait to see these characters be introduced later on. I'm also kind of enjoying the fact that they question, if you guys are here on Earth watching all this happen, why didn't you intervene? And like the whole fallout of the whole mentality behind that is now gone. So any event that happens now, why don't they intervene? Yeah, really cool. Enjoyed it. Definitely a must watch if you're into any of the Marvel movies. Remember, this is the Von Casket. I'm Nick. This is a home to the lamest taste. Please hit that subscribe and follow button here on Twitch. Subscribe, like, and comment. Hit the bell on YouTube at The Vinyl Casket, and follow my Instagrams at Vinyl Casket and Vinyl Casket Comics. Tune in every Tuesday. Well, not tune in. Well, yeah, tune in every Tuesday when we release our weekly roundup show on YouTube. It's going to be posted on my channel at Vinyl Casket, The Vinyl Casket on YouTube, and it will be posted first on Manny Reads Comics on YouTube. Huge shout out to all those guys that are helping us out with that, and everyone that shouts it out. And yeah, remember to do me a major favor and stay lame.